Hi, Mr. Jeong. Thank you for your time today.
All right, thank you, Sienna.
Congratulations, Fool's Paradise. I had such a pleasure watching it. You played a great character. I loved Lenny.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, Ken, you've done so many amazing things in your career and played some of my favorite characters from iconic Leslie Chow, The Office, so many more. But, you've stated in past interviews that Fool's Paradise has been your favorite experience in your acting career so far. So tell me why.
Charlie Day, because this is his baby. He wrote, directed, starred in this movie. This has been a passion project for him for over a decade. And for him to bring me along in this project and to trust me on this, we did 2 series of shoots. We did the principal photography, and then a few years later, we did an 11th hour reshoot that he expanded my character and made it more central and more emotional. And it was based on the performance that I was giving him on the initial shoot. So I've never done a movie where someone rewrote it to expand it to just to kind of make my part bigger and make it deeper. And that to me is the ultimate compliment. And then also, Charlie brings out a level of performance and emotion. There are so many times we were excited to know what would happen next, because there are some emotional scenes in that movie that weren't necessarily initially designed to be maybe more comedic, and then he left in the scenes that were very emotional. Like the scene in the hospital was really more of a comedy scene in my head when I read it and when I prepped for it, but it just became a scene where I just couldn't stop crying. And it was all Charlie's direction was just not, it wasn't like, oh, let's just be more emotional here. He's more like, read the words slowly, really listen and feel what you're saying. And I just read, because most of the time I'm very manic and I say it very fast. This time I said it very slowly, and I just could not stop crying, and multiple takes, and to the point where it just probably one of the most beautiful moments, because it's unexpected. And the crew was crying and applauding at the end. I've never experienced that kind of unexpected moment. Now, there are times where you're filming something emotional, and in this movie as well, like, okay, this is where I'm going to cry. This is where I'm going to get emotional. And I've been blessed to experience those moments. But there were so many wonderful emotional pivots, and that Charlie wouldn't deny those emotions. It wasn't like, oh, that's too much. We just did it. Sometimes some directors would be like, it's too much. Let's just go back to something lighter and bouncy. Charlie, both of us were just like eager to find out what we have, and he has this. He's an actor's soul. He has an actor's soul, because he's an actor.
Absolutely. And quickly here, to add on to this, Charlie Day, 12 years working on this project, but he curated quite the star-studded list, okay? The late and great Ray Liotta, Jason Sudeikis, Kate Beckinsale, John Malkovich, Jason Bateman. I could go on, but working with these iconic legends, any memories on set with everyone you could share with us?
Absolutely. I think working with Ray Liotta, rest in peace, because he became a friend, and he, just to be able to joke around with him on set, and he did his monologue in the first act of the movie, this long monologue, and I was there to watch every second of it. And I wasn't even supposed to be there on set that day, and I just wanted to watch him do his monologue. I just wanted to watch the greats work. So he just delivered this monologue. He only needed really one take. He did a few more, but he really didn't need it. And to see him, there's so much information and exposition and passion and comedy. He's bringing so much into something that's kind of a story point, but he made it so funny and so entertaining. Me and some of the other castmates, we were just behind the monitor, just watching, just almost high-fiving a couple of moments where he was just doing these tiny things, these nuances as an actor. He kind of slow it down in his own inimitable way. That I remember that day vividly. And then just became a friend. We would just joke around all the time, doing Masked Singer jokes, at the reshoot. So it's just great stuff.
I have chills. Thank you for sharing that, Ken. I'm such a fan of you. I'm so excited for everyone to meet Latte pronto and Lenny in theaters May 12th. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.